Shalom friends, welcome to Parsha Reactions Vayetzei, Part 1. Yaakov is going AWOL, and after what he pulled on Esav last week, I think he should run faster. I would like to establish for the record right now that never in life have I ever been Team Jacob. Not in those godforsaken Twilight movies, and certainly not in this Parsha. Anyway, Yaakov finally has to stop for the night. Unfortunately for him, he had neglected to pack a travel pillow. So he uses a stone, and my neck hurts just thinking about that. Wow, does he have an intense dream. He sees an escalator reaching from the ground to heaven, and there's a bunch of angels on it going up and down, just super busy. And Yaakov is like, well, this is weird because I don't remember doing any drugs. And then he looks over and, oh, wow, okay, God is standing right there. Been there the whole time, like Drax in Infinity War. Hashem is like, hey kiddo, I'm Hashem, you may have heard about me. I am indeed the God of your grandfather Avraham and your father Yitzchak. Also, happy early Hanukkah. I have a gift for you. It's this ground that you're laying on. I'm giving it to you and also to your offspring. You're welcome. Remember, I will protect you wherever you go, and I'll bring you back to this land. I got you. We're in it to win it. Yaakov wakes up in a cold sweat. He was shook. He was bent out of shape emotionally, and in the case of his neck, also physically. To commemorate this incident, he sets up that rock as a pillar. So thus far, it's been a pillow and a pillar. I wonder what object it'll be next that begins with P-I-L-L. A pillbox hat? Yaakov says, okay, if Hashem protects me and returns me home safely, then Hashem will be my God. Good, he's being a little cautious. That's probably wise. If only he had been so cautious in other areas of his life, but he wasn't. Yaakov then arrives at a well, which makes sense because honestly there's not a lot of other things to do in town. This well, though, has a large rock covering the opening, but no, he did not use it as a mattress. He sees a bunch of shepherds with their flocks. And he's like, hey, do you guys know my uncle, Lavan? And they're like, yeah, totally. That's his daughter, Rachel, over there. She's shepherding his flocks. So Yaakov looks over and sees this girl. He is so verklempt that he hulks out, rolls the rock off the mouth of the well, waters all of the flocks, kisses her, and then breaks down sobbing. Gentlemen, this is a weird thing to do on a first date. He tells her who he is and why he's there. And she takes him home to meet her father, who seems welcoming, because at this point nobody has yet reported on his predatory business practices. So Rachel is described as being beautiful, but she has an older sister, Leah, who is described as having weak eyes. Okay, let's clarify something right now. Women can be attractive and also need corrective lenses. This feels personal. So Lavan is like, yes, absolutely, come live here with us and also work with me. What are your salary requirements? Yaakov, because he's an idiot, says he'll work 7 whole years in exchange for marrying Rachel. There is no way that anything could ever go wrong with this plan. I mean right with this plan. There's no way anything could go right with this plan. So, indeed, 7 years later, Yaakov is like, wife, give me the wife. Wife, please. There's a celebration. They get married. And Lavan brings Yaakov his daughter later that night. But, bit of a problem? In at least one way, Lavan and his sister Rivka shared an approach to parenting. Last Parsha, Rivka got her son Yaakov to impersonate her son Esav in order to get Yitzchak to give Yaakov Esav's blessing. I wonder if Yaakov thought about his own culpability in that incident the next morning when the sun rose and oh shit, the woman next to him wasn't Rachel. It's Leah. Stay tuned for part 2.